my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who is new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. So it is Wednesday, sweeties. We are going full force into the new makeup releases, mostly of the indie community. Just in case you're new here and you don't know, I'm going to purposefully leave out a lot of the things that you maybe see in other videos like this that are more mainstream, and I'm more focusing on the indie community because that is where my heart lies, and I also feel for the most part that it's just more interesting. But anyway, so that is what it is. I'm Leorah. Hi. Okay, so as a quick update, because I got a couple of comments recently in the last days, how is Oreo doing? Oreo, if you don't know, is a street cat. A baby cat that we took in. By now it's probably, when I'm filming this, is almost 2 weeks that we found this little kitten, back then just 1 week old, with not even the eyes opened yet. We found that kitten in the garbage dumpster across from our home, and we took it in, and ever since I've been feeding it with a syringe. Well, I'm doing night feedings, I swear. It's like I'm back to night feedings at my gentle age of almost 41. I don't even know what's happening to me, but anyway, he's doing well. He's actually doing well. He's growing. He is still alive. So and I know people wanted to see him again, so he's sleeping right now. So here's the deal, okay? I will definitely include a video clip of him, like shortly now in a second, okay? And I also have a deal with my sister, with my daughter, that if he wakes up while I'm filming, that she'll come and bring him here and show him to you. Whatever, you know what I mean? So anyway, so here is a tiny clip of Oreo. As you can see, he is the cutest and he's developing nicely. He's starting to move around. He's very hungry all the time. Yeah, so he is now something like 3 weeks old, and I think with every day that passes, he has a better chance of surviving. And by now, we have all agreed in the family that he definitely has to stay, because like, how can we give him away now? Seriously, after having rescued him, after me spending so many hours feeding him. Really. So anyway, that is that. Then I also wanted to tell you that today is Monday when I'm filming this. So my kids are going to be home for 3 weeks now. Now those last weeks during the summer vacation already, they were half of the day in the summer camp. And that's why I could film pretty much peacefully in the morning hours. But now they're home 24/7. Just so you know, you will probably hear them, okay? Because I also cannot close the door. I'm right below them. I'm in the basement and they're in the living room upstairs. I have to keep the door open because if I close the door, I don't have Wi-Fi, you know? So anyway, that is the life we're living. So you will probably hear them, and I'm going to just make a conscious decision not to get distracted. Okay, so anyway, we have a lot to go through, a lot. I hope you brought time. I mean, by now you probably know, if you're coming to click on this video on Wednesdays, you gotta have to have time, right? So anyway, let's go in because we're gonna be busy for a while. All right, I wanted to quickly, first of all, update you on something that I had sneak peeked. I had sneak peeked that a couple of weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago or something like that, and that was Fashion Killer Cosmetics, and they had only showed us the outer packaging of the Scent Nudes palette, which looks like this now. So it's going to be a nude palette. now the title makes sense. You know what I mean? It is a nude palette. It is for the most part cold neutrals, which I personally really like. Now, is that my palette that I need necessarily in my life right now? Probably not. But anyway, I think it is a nice darker leaning cold neutral palette, and I have nothing against that at all. So this is what it is. Let me just check. Do I have a price or anything? No, I don't think so. But anyway, this is ready for purchase. This is already live when you're seeing this. So the next thing is actually really exciting because this is a Polish brand, and this is called Mcgrath, based in Poland, as I already said, which is exciting because I'm European. I was born in Germany, and like Poland is Germany's neighbor, and I'm very excited about Europe waking up a little bit more to the makeup market, you know, because everything seems to be happening or in the UK, but for the most part in the US, and you know, some things also in Australia and stuff, but mostly everything that happens is in the US. And I kind of really wish that Europe would wake up and hear the call of me, you know. So not that I'm saying we need more brands, because seriously, someone has opened the floodgates and there are just so many new brands that I cannot wrap my head around this anymore. But still, I kind of really wish that Europe would be more active still, you know. So anyway, so this is a palette that they're coming out with, and I don't know, Cute but Psycho, that's what it's called. So it is sort of a bit neutral also, but mostly colorful, and I kind of really like this. It's cute. It's very cute. I don't know nothing about this brand. I absolutely don't know anything. I don't have a price, or do I have a price? $40. Sorry. So there are going to be 11 mattes, 5 shimmers, and 2 pressed glitters. As you know, if you're not new here, I love pressed glitters. I'm wearing pressed glitter today. This is, by the way, a look that I did with the this palette. Alien Cosmetics Summer on Earth palette. This is my second look that I have done. It's going to come up at some point as a part of the review of that palette. So just saying. So anyway, I love pressed glitters. I have nothing against it. I'm probably a very lonely person in that, but I'm glad if there's a pressed glitter in it, it makes it more interesting, you know? So for me, that is at least how it works. So that is that. I think there is a nice range from light to dark in this palette. I have nothing bad to say against this. About this. I'm confused. So anyway, let's move on to the next thing, and that is also an update, which is from Clarity Cosmetics. And I had shown you the swatches of the new Berry Royal palette that is coming, and back then we only knew the swatches, we only saw the swatches looked amazing. Now we see sort of a faraway picture from like of the palette and stuff. I don't know what to say, you know. I kind of feel like the swatches look amazing. The color scheme, let's say the color scheme of the swatches looks amazing. In the palette, it's hard to say because it is so far away. So let's be fair. I want to see this closer up. But if it is really what you're getting, what you see in the swatches, then I think this is going to be an amazing palette. What I'm seeing right now is just maybe not good lighting and also just too far away. But anyway, it is in the making. It's going to come soon. I don't have a price, but it's coming soon. The next thing I wanted to feature is from 80s Baby Cosmetics, and they're coming out with 2 quads. So one is the Mini Trish, which is the purple leaning quad, and then there is the Blondie quad, which is a pinkish leaning quad. So anyway, this is coming on Friday, August 7th. What do we have? Oh, this is live already. No concept of time in my world. No, really not. Okay, so quads is not personally for me. It's just too small, but I know that a lot of people love this, so that's why I wanted to feature this. Also, the color scheme looks really nice. So this is 80s Baby Cosmetics. The next thing is from Erica's Vanity Shop, and she's coming out with a whole Queen collection, which is so nice because I love this whole theme of Queen and royalty, as you must know by now, because, you know, Queen Leorah. So anyway, so this is the Queen Volume 2 eyeshadow palette. It includes 7 mattes, 3 shimmers, and 6 pressed glitters. So that might be a little bit much pressed glitters for a lot of people. But anyway, so this is of course for me, this is a beautiful palette, you know. It is neutral, maybe a little bit too neutral for me, but still, I'm trying to sort of see it on its own for what it is, and not necessarily like to put it in like the picture of what I have or what is already available or stuff. I want to just focus on the release on its own, you know? So anyway, this is of course a mostly neutral palette with a bit of a red or like a rust color in the bottom left corner, and also like a pinkish red right above it, and then of course pops of blue. I think it is cute. It is dark leaning overall, and I think like that is also something that I really like. So yeah, so that is that. And there's also something coming together with this that is, wait, my feed is a mess. Let me just quickly scroll down to what I was referring to, because here. So there is also something coming with that, and that is 3 metallic lipsticks, and that is also part of that Queen collection. So I hope you can see it. It's also leaning very dark and intense. I don't know, I cannot really see the color super well. If I find a better picture, I will still include it, but that is what I have so far from Erika's Vanity Shop. I think it is a nice release, because you know I love makeup, so what's not to love? Okay, the next thing is from XO Cosmetics, and this is the Boss Babe palette, looking like that. I kind of feel like there was a palette lately that looked so similar, and now I just cannot remember. Like, for the life of me, I cannot remember all the brands that I'm featuring here. Seriously, I cannot. So, but there was a palette that was, I think, mermaid themed, that looked very similar to that, and I just thought back then that mermaid didn't, like, this color scheme didn't call mermaid to me, you know? But anyway, so now we're talking about this palette. This is going to retail for $34. It is already available. I think it is a nice color scheme because it is cool. I love cool, and I'm trying so hard to get back into like warm leaning looks, because you guys always tell me I look so good when I'm wearing this. I'm trying, okay? I do. All right, so this is the Boss Babe palette. I think it's pretty. I think it's pretty. Leorah approved. Okay, next thing is also a new brand for me, and that is, I have no idea how to say this. I'm going to say it MJ Alexa, maybe? I think so. Anyway, you will find it, of course, in the description box linked. So this is the palette that they're coming out with, or she. This is the Caramel Dreams Dream eyeshadow palette. Consists of 15 shades, 3 pressed glitters, and 12 mattes. So there are no shimmers, just 3 pressed glitters. Overall, I think this palette also looks really nice. Now again, this basically most of the middle row, or the whole middle row, is of course warm tones, which is not so much my thing right now, which is not the problem of that palette. It's just me, you know? So, but I think it is really pretty. I think the vibrancy of the blues and the greens, just give me blues and greens and purples, and I'll be happy. Seriously, I think it's a very pretty palette. And yeah, so this, do I have a price for this? I don't think I do have a price. This is coming soon. This is not yet available as far as I know. Okay, the next one is also a new brand for me, and that is, let me just follow them. Okay, XO by Aiden. I think XO by Aiden. Okay, so she or he, or I don't know, is coming out with this palette. This is the XO3 Artistry eyeshadow palette. A 9-pan palette, really pretty, but this is all shimmers, sweeties. This is all shimmers, but they look amazing. They look absolutely amazing. Now, I don't know 100% if this is like a computer, not animated, how does one say that? Like a computer image, or if this is actually, because it looks almost too perfect, you know? But if it looks like that, then this is absolutely stunning, and I would not mind having it, even though it is all shimmers, and you know how much I love my mattes. But this is beautiful. This retails for $23. It's beautiful. Oh, it's not shimmers, it's glitters, sweeties. Sorry, I only saw that now. It is 9 pressed glitters, and that is what it is. So anyway, I think it's beautiful. I could go for this any day. I could go for this. Anyway, $23 at XO by Aiden. That's the brand. Okay, next one I wanted to feature because I also thought that this is such a nice concept for a brand, and that's also a brand that I have not featured yet, or I just found it this last week, and that is Shared Planet. And I just think that that is such a cool theme. It's such a cool theme because, you know, I mean, I don't know exactly what the whole, like, the concept is behind the brand. It's probably like animal love and like support for the environment and for nature and stuff like this, which is amazing. But also when I think about the world, about all of the different people that are living here and that we are basically all sharing one planet, you know, it's just, you can spin this off so far, and I really like that. Yeah, okay, so anyway, so this is their new release. This is the new Sea Turtle highlighter palette. It consists of 5 warm golden shades designed to complement all skin tones, available now for purchase for $44. So this is really, really cute, you know? I mean, you see it is like really, really gentle, and maybe, I don't know if a blue or green highlighter is necessarily for everybody, but then again, you can also use it on your lid, you know, or as an inner corner highlight or whatever. So I think this is really, really pretty. Am I going to buy this? Probably not, because I have a lot of highlighter palettes right now to work with. Not only palettes, also singles that I just got. But anyway, I think the concept behind this brand is really, really nice. I love it. I love the whole vibe of the palette, of the packaging. It's really pretty. Okay, $44, and that's what it is. Okay, next thing, another new brand, and that is Lolita's Luxe. She's coming out with the Cultura, I don't know, Cultura eyeshadow palette. Don't know how to pronounce it, sorry. Okay, so here we have, of course, a almost pastel-y, like I get a pastel vibe, even though of course there are a few dark purples in there, but I still kind of feel like there is a strong, I hear my baby boy coming. Come, sweetie. Oh, there's my baby boy. And there's Shalhevet. Hi, Shalhevet. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay, so here you go. There is my baby boy. Okay, let him get you closer. Okay, you see that he has grown. He's already like fitting into 2 hands. Before he was fitting in 1 hand. Yeah, boy. How are you, my baby? And now you can also see, maybe the camera is not picking it up, but I can see that his eyes are now really, really nice and blue. Really beautiful. Oh, my baby. Are you a lion? Are you a lion? Oh, you're such a strong predator cat. Are you? Are you hungry? Yeah. Oh. So anyway, now you've seen him, and of course you saw him in the clip before, so I will give him now to my daughter so she can feed him, because I taught her how to do that. And there we go. This is Oreo. He's alive and he's well and he's growing, and we're super happy to have him, right? Okay, so there you go, my sweet boy. Okay, bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Oh, what a nice surprise, right? Okay, so anyway, let's go back to this the Cultura palette from, wait, what was this now called? Lolita's Luxe, I think. Lolita's Luxe, exactly. Okay, so I have a very, very strong pastel vibe here, which is kind of cool because it has this column theme going on, you know, and I kind of feel like in this regard less is more, you know. Instead of having like 1 shade of each possible pastel-y shadow or color, this is kind of really, really nice. I can't even really explain it. I just feel like this palette has a super nice vibe to it. So anyway, it says here, highly pigmented, creamy texture, not chalky at all. It says in the post. This is launching. This has launched already. Okay, so I don't have a price, but this is a really, really nice palette if you're looking for a little bit more of a soft touch, but with the option of like having a strong purple with it, which purple, yeah, love it. Okay, the next thing is a sneak peek from Peachy Queen, and I cannot even believe that Peachy Queen is just boom, 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 coming out with one release after the next, and they're sneak peeking now the Ganja Queen palette, which outer packaging looks like this. In case they are releasing some kind of more information, I'm still going to put it, of course, on the screen. It only says here coming soon. This is the sneak peek of the Kush Queen's sister. So Ganja Queen, I have no idea what that means, but anyway, you know, I'm not into all of these things, so I really don't know, and I also really don't care. This is what it is. I'm sure it's going to be a pretty palette, probably orange, yellow, green, you know, kind of a thing. But anyway, I'm going to definitely update you. Then there is Siren Xo. I don't know, I spoke about this I think last week, or did I, or was it a different release? But I'm pretty sure I spoke about this brand. can't keep track anymore. So there's a sneak peek of a new neutral palette that is coming, and this is, I think it's going to be called the Conscious palette. So this is what it looks like. Super dark leaning, sweeties. So if you have a darker skin tone and you're into this color scheme, that might be a very, very good palette for you. For me, this is going to be probably very, very hard to use, also because I think the only lighter shade that is a matte is that sort of peachy leaning shade in the top row. I don't know, it is a very dark leaning, very, very dark leaning palette, which is okay because, you know, there should be something for everybody. But anyway, so this is the Conscious palette from Siren Xo. I think it is a nice palette. You know, it's always the release has to be for the right person. This is maybe not exactly for me, also because it is neutral, and I'm like, I have now already a lot of neutrals, and honestly, when you saw if you saw my collected haul for the month of July yesterday, then you will see that I also got a few neutral palettes, like really. Yeah, because you know, neutral looks are beautiful, let's face it, you know. But anyway, not gonna get into this now. Okay, we're moving on to the next thing, and that is an update, because I had showed you, I think last week I showed you the Makeup Scientist Cosmetics periodic table, I think, sneak peek, outer packaging. So this is how it looks now. I thought honestly from the outer packaging that it would be a big palette, like, I don't know, big, you know? So it is a 9-pan palette. So I was completely confused when I saw this. I thought, is this something different? I don't know why I was thinking. I was so sure that this would be a big palette. But anyway, this is what it is. A very, very fall leaning palette, if you ask me, which is nice. I especially love that they also put that gray or silver shimmer in it. I think it's a really pretty palette. Again, maybe not necessarily for me right now, but I think it is really well done. Also darker leaning. So just so you know, this is what it is. This is already available. Okay, the next thing I want to feature is from Rose Glass Cosmetics. That is a brand that I have featured already before, and they're coming out with the Soul collection. Not soul like the soul, but Soul collection, I guess. Sun, I guess. I don't know. So anyway, I'm pretending that I know anything about languages, but okay, so they're coming out with lashes, which is really, really beautiful, especially the big ones. Okay, and then they are also coming out with a eyeliner lash glue, and also the Soul by Rose Glam Boutique Eyeshadow Palette, which retails for $25, which is beautiful. That's the one in the middle, on the bottom row in the middle. A super beautiful fall themed palette, if you ask me. Super pretty. And then the one right next to it is the Dazzled Eyeshadow Palette, 24 shades, 7 mattes, 17 pressed glitters for $26. That is of course a more rainbow leaning palette. I'm leaning very much towards the Soul palette. So beautiful, so beautiful. I think also in that are a whole lot of pressed glitters, which I personally have no problem with. Just saying, color scheme wise, this is super pretty, and yeah, retails for $25, the Soul palette. All right, then I'm going to sneak peek something, and that is from Para Lashes, also a new brand for me, and they're coming out with a palette, and this is the one. So Bestie's palette, this is what she's gonna look like. Of course, this is just a sneak peek. I think it's a nice theme. I love Bestie's palettes so much. I have one from JC Cosmetics, love it to bits. So this is coming soon. I don't have a price, I don't have a release date, but I'll update you. Okay, the next thing is of course a big release that got dropped this last week, and that is Nomad Cosmetics. They have for some time now sneak peeking the single shades and like hints of their newest destination. It's of course Destination Makeup. It's of course Destination Makeup, and yeah, I love Nomad Cosmetics. You know, I've featured them a lot here, and I also own quite a bit of Nomad Cosmetics. I love their formula. This is the newest release. Now, this is the Orient Express palette. I love the bright shades in the palette. Overall, for me personally, it is too neutral. I'm this time going to pass. Not saying that this is not nice, it's just not 100% me. So I think the red is spectacular. absolutely spectacular. Also the blue right next to it and also the one in the top left corner is beautiful. Also the greens. It's just overall it is a very, very light leaning palette, which is just not so much for me. Okay, so anyway, it says here it features 18 Decadence shades and has 8 mattes, 8 razzmatazz shimmers, which is 3 duochromes, 4 foils and 1 velvet shimmer. So I think they're always doing a spectacular job. They're always like really thinking it through. They're always having like a lot of concept behind their releases. You know, they're not just throwing something on the market. So I absolutely appreciate them. I don't want to say anything negative about this. It's just not this time for me, but I really want that red. So badly want that red. Okay, so anyway, this is going to retail for $44 and this is going to be live already as far as I know. Okay, another update is I have spoken about this palette so much from Lucky Lashes Cosmetics. This is the La Loteria, I think, eyeshadow palette. All right, so I've been talking about the outer packaging. Last time I think we spoke about a couple of shades when we saw just a sneak peek of the inner whatever is in the palette, and now we see the whole palette. We knew all along this would be a neutral palette. I think this would be a neutral palette that would be very, very workable for me personally. I think it is a nice palette. I'm not gonna buy this because I don't like weird shaped packaging. I don't know where the connection is to the car, maybe because the shades of the car or the color of the car is sort of vibing with whatever's in the palette. I don't know. Anyway, but palette wise, shade wise, I think it is a super, super nice palette for someone with my complexion also, who has the need for like lighter shades and darker shades, and you know, so I think this is a super pretty palette. It's just not personally for me. 10 shades, 4 shimmers, 6 mattes for $42. The next thing is Sugar Cookie Cosmetics. Okay, so this is the Golden Ticket eyeshadow palette. So this must be from that movie. What was it called? The one with Johnny Depp. I forgot. I forgot. So anyway, this is, oh, what was it called? Please leave it in the comments because I'm going crazy. Why don't I remember the title of that movie? You know, with the golden ticket, with the little boy, with the factory. Oh, I can't remember. So anyway, so this is what it is. Sugar Cookie Cosmetics, the Golden Ticket eyeshadow palette retails for a whopping $75 US. This is available for purchase. I think there are 6 pressed glitters in there and 3 shimmers, I think, maybe. So what I do like about this palette is you have a follow-up theme in this palette. I don't know how to put it into words. Like when you, for example, when you look at the right side of the palette where you have the red and the white and the green, which sort of is like Christmassy kind of a feeling. But anyway, that you have like a matte and a matte row and a shimmer row and a glitter row. You know, I think that makes the palette super workable for me because it gives me a lot of variety in what I want to use. Is it worth for me $75? I don't know. I couldn't buy it for that kind of money. I couldn't. Seriously, I cannot. But anyway, that is what it is. Sugar Cookie Cosmetics, the Golden Ticket eyeshadow palette. Anyway, that is that. Okay, the next thing I wanted to show you is also a new brand for me, and that is so cute. This is Coco Cutie Cosmetics. Yeah, I know. All right, so they're coming out with this palette. This is the Rain eyeshadow palette. Really, really cute. More like soft looks. I think there are like 6 shimmers and just 3 mattes, if I can see this right here. So that is just the ratio for me personally is a little bit not what my makeup style is, but it's cute. You know, also when you look at the swatches, it can give you super, super nice, sweet, more neutral looks, everyday looks, you know, and also like sweet kind of romantic looks with the other colors. So I think it's really, really cute. It's not for me because, you know, I need my mattes. What can I say? For the most part I do. But I love their hair. I just really, really love their hair on the outer packaging. Okay, so anyway, that is the Rain eyeshadow palette from Coco Cutie Cosmetics. Okay, the next one is also a new brand, and that is La Tapatia Lashes, I think. Please, if I say something wrong, you gotta forgive me. So anyway, so they're coming out with the Tapatia Eyeshadow Palette, features 9 beautiful shades, retailing for $20. Let me just see. I don't think there are pressed glitters, are there? Is there just one shimmer in that palette? I think only the dark brown in the bottom corner that is pointing towards us, basically, or to you. That seems to be the only shimmer, and everything else seems to be mattes. Is it? Is it though? I don't know. Could be. So anyway, that is the newest palette, or the Tapatia palette. I don't know what that means. It's a cute palette, nice range from light to dark. For me personally, I don't need the white matte, but anyway, or maybe that is a shimmer too, but it looks more like a matte. I don't know. So anyway, that is what it is. Okay, I took a quick break to change the battery in my camera. I can also feel like my kids are getting more restless, so okay. So anyway, we're moving on to Mocha Cosmetics, and that is also, I think, a new brand for me. This is the Purple Paradise palette. I think it is a very, very cute, like the cute themed palette. Does one say it like that? It has this color scheme of like one family. One doesn't say it like that. It's like a, sort of a monochromatic palette, basically, with a hint of something else, but I'm messing this up. It's a beautiful palette. For me personally, I think I would like it if there would be a little bit more like darker mattes in the palette, which is just really completely my personal makeup preference. The swatches look also very nice. Again, I just need something darker in the palette, you know, but overall the theme of monochromatic palettes just make total sense to me. I would love to have a monochromatic palette from every single color that is out there, you know. I would love that. So anyway, this is the Purple Paradise palette. It retails for $25. It has 12 shades altogether, 4 shimmers, 1 satin, 5 mattes, and 2 pressed glitters. It's a cruelty-free vegan brand. That is what it is, $25. Okay, we're moving on to the next thing, and that is also like really, really exciting, and that is Cinelika. I have featured this brand, I think 2 weeks ago, maybe, and they're coming out with so much stuff. Okay, so here we go. There we have the Deja Vu palette, which is, I believe, the first row, you know, which is beautiful, so beautiful, jewel tone, beautiful, super vibrant, love it, really nice. Then the next one, I think the next one, I hope this is right because I can't really see which one is what, I'm just guessing. Okay, so the one in the middle row is the Bona Fide, I think, palette, and then the one in the bottom row is the Brightest palette. Okay, they are 3 eyeshadow palettes, contain 9 shades each, available for purchase and retail for $40 each. Now $40 for a 9-pan palette? Yeah. I would probably, if I would have to choose one, I would probably go for the one in the top row, which is really pretty. Even though it's funny though, because there's orange and all of that going on there, but still, maybe because it's the greens. It's probably because of the greens. But anyway, $40 each. This is from Cinelika. Okay, next thing, Glam Light. So they're coming out with a special box. It's like a surprise box, I guess. I don't know. It's Glam Light Foodie Box, Mexico edition. Now, I love Mexico. I've never been there, but I have, like, on a personal level, I have a very strong connection to that country. And so this, what we're seeing here, is the Concha, I don't know how to pronounce it, highlighter, and that is part of that foodie box. Now, of course, this is again food themed, and I'm trying to be a little bit more accepting of things like this. If you don't know, I have a bit of a history with an eating disorder, and for me it is a problem, you know. It is, maybe it's not even a problem anymore, it's just a trigger, you know, and most of the time I'm pretty good about it, and I can sort of go above myself, or like rise above myself and deal with it, but sometimes I can't, and I just wish someone would make a salad palette. Please, you know, it's always foods that I can't have, you know, so that's why it's just the highlighter itself looks really nice. And it says here they have 6 full-size products in the foodie box, and it retails for $39, while this highlighter alone retails for $14. So I think you're probably getting a good deal here. And for the most part, what I have tried from Glam Light, which is not a whole lot, I have to admit, but what I have tried was very like okay quality, whatever. So I think this looks actually really nice. So This is what it is anyway. All right, we're moving on to Kimchi, and this is what they're coming out with 4 new 9-pan palettes, and that is like the Juicy collection, and I think this is for Kimchi's birthday, celebrating the birthday. Okay, so there we have all kinds of different palettes. My best friend in Europe, she tagged me in the green palette with the green and yellow. I think it is cute. Thank you for tagging me anytime. Like, if you're tagging me, thank you so much. I think it's a cute palette, but again, I wish I could try Kimchi also for the color correctors that they're coming out with. But anyway, there is again just depth missing for me in the palette. I need darker shades, you know. This, I'm sure I could make nice looks with this. Would I feel though like I'm coming home? No, you know. So I would really like it if there would be like a darker green or a darker, like super dark teal or something like this in the palette. Besides that, I do like the concept that they came out with. I know this is a more like a very playful brand also. I would love to try them, you know, and they retail for $14 each. That is ColourPop prices, you know. So I think this is really nice. It's called the Juicy 9 collection. Really pretty. Yeah, so that is what it is. Okay, the next thing is from Gluttony Cosmetics, and they're coming out with the Sweet Paradise UV. Oh, there's a video again. Wait. UV Pastel Neon Liner Palette. It's hard for me to look at this. So distracting. Okay, so we have 8 shades in this palette of UV Pastel, I guess water activated UV liners. That's what it is. I don't know. At some point I will get to trying something like this, but I want to get in other stuff first. So that's why this is not like the highest priority on my list. I definitely want to get into liners, doing more like crazy liners, but maybe not with this one first. I want to do like duochrome shades or something like this, you know. I want to do like, or glitter liners or something. Yeah, so pastels is just not my highest priority in general. So, but anyway, maybe it is for you. So this is coming soon from Gluttony Cosmetics. Okay, moving on to Lifted Cosmetics. That is also a new brand. I got tagged in this. This is the Beauty and the Beast eyeshadow palette. This is how she looks. $35. You get 12 colors, matte shimmers, and 1 pressed glitter, I think, which might be the dark blue there in the bottom left corner. I think for the theme, I think it is a very fitting palette. This is also, again, maybe not necessarily for me. I do think that the theme is nice. I think that it, like the color story of the palette also sort of also reflects very nicely the theme of the palette. Am I saying the same thing in like 3 different ways? So anyway, this is what it is. It is already available, $35 from Lifted Cosmetics. Okay, now Unique Beauty is a UK-based brand, and they are coming out with this. This is a whole creative collection inspired by fashion magazine. Okay, I think, I don't know how much you can see because the picture I have here is pretty small. I'm going to try to maybe find a bigger one, but the outer packaging, I think you can see that this is like these abstract pictures that like fashion designers draw when they're coming out with their collections. So I think, as far as I can see, but I think this is really nice. I personally, I'm not vibing so much with small palettes. If I would have them all together, maybe. But anyway, so 3 different palettes. There is the Nightlife palette, the Fashionista palette, and the Girls Trips palette. Retail for £14 each or $45 for the whole package, and that is available already in case you're interested from Unique Beauty. Okay, Emily Cosmetics is coming out with the Haunted Soul eyeshadow palette. This is already available now for pre-sale. For pre-sale, it will cost you $20. Regular price is going to be $25. I think it is, again, a very nice, you know, like more like a, it has a punch to it, which I like, you know. I love that in palettes. I also love yellows. For some reason, I still love yellows. I don't like oranges, but I love yellows. What is that? So I love reds also. Maybe it's really just the orange. I don't know. But anyway, I think it's a very pretty palette with like a darker vibe going on, which is beautiful. So this is the Emily Cosmetics Haunted Souls palette. Next one is a new release from Liz Han Beauty, I think. Okay, Lisan Beauty, a new brand for me. That's why I'm stumbling over the name. So we are having 4 palettes here. Number 1 is the King Abbey palette. That retails for $18. Then we have the Gemstone palette, number 2, for $23. The Princess Glam palette for $23. And then the Bewaggy? Veggie? No, that can't be right. Bewaggy palette. I don't know. For $30. I told you I'm not good at this. So anyway, I think all of them have their own thing going on, which is nice. You know, they all have their own leg to stand on. I think they're pretty overall. Maybe I would go with the Gemstone palette because it has more of those jewel toned shades that I really like. So that would probably be my preferred one, which is the top right corner. Yeah, for $23. All of them, you know, have their own, I guess their own people that they would like to work with, those palettes. I don't know. But for me, it would definitely be number 2. That came out wrong. Oh, I'm having the time of my life. Anyway, okay, new brand also, and this is Forrest Zen Cosmetics. And they have been coming out with the Midnight collection, which is this palette and also those lip products that you're seeing. They have liquid lipsticks, they have a lip scrub, lip gloss, they have a lip balm, and they have the Midnight eyeshadow palette. So the eyeshadow palette retails for $33, and then the lip products between $4 and, let me see, $15. Different prices for different things. So let's talk about the palette. It is of course a more warm leaning palette, which I'm not feeling too much right now, but still I absolutely appreciate the nice range that they have in the palette from light to dark. I also appreciate that they put a black matte in it, in addition to that black shimmer shade. I think it is a shimmer, I don't think it's pressed glitters. So I think that is a nice palette that is also nice with the theme that they are going for. And yeah, the lip products also look nice. It looks like all mattes though. I'm not 100% sure, besides of course the glosses. So that is what it is from Forrest Zen Cosmetics, the Midnight collection. Okay, the next thing is also a new brand for me, and that is Daphne's Glam Life Cosmetics. Okay, let me just follow her. Daphne's Glam Life. Okay, so she's coming out with the Red Alert collection. Now, Red Alert in my country is when we have to run to the bomb shelters. So for me, it's like when I get a red alert on my phone means that there are like rocket attacks in my country, you know. So that is of course just my problem. I know that when I see the packaging that she has red hair and super red lips and the red dress and everything, it just totally makes sense. Yeah, so this is of course like a very fiery palette, which is again not exactly my color scheme that I'm looking for right now, but I have to say that it is again a very well executed palette, besides the fact that I'm not feeling the colors so much because of the nice range in it and because of the theme and the execution of the theme. I think it is a really pretty release. So we have the matte eyeshadow palette. I think this is all mattes. I think it's all mattes, and then we have 2 matte liquid lipsticks, and it retails for $40. I think the whole set retails for $40. So that is Daphne's Glam Life Cosmetics. Okay, next thing is a brand. I feel like I have spoken about this, but I'm not 100% sure. Shut Up and Slay Cosmetics. They're coming out with this palette, which is the Fatal Attraction palette. Now, again, with the weird packaging is not 100% my thing. Color scheme wise, I would have to see it closer up, honestly, because it looks like, for example, the blues in the palette are very close in shade, you know, but that could be misleading. Stuff like this can be super misleading, so I don't want to judge it. Also the purples, well, one leans more cold, one leans more warm. Anyway, the packaging is not so much my piece of cake, even though I think her hair is fabulous and her curves are fabulous, and I wish I would have it all. I wish I would have the Fatal Attraction vibe. But anyway, so this is 24 shades. It retails for $50, and that is that. Okay, so just so you know, this is from Shut Up and Slay Cosmetics. Okay, we're moving on to another brand, and that is Forever Jazzy Girls, I think. And that is also a brand that has come out apparently with quite some eyeshadow palettes. So as far as I can see right now, here are the ones, and I'm not 100% sure what are they called, because let me think. Can I see some? No. because it says on the inside of each packaging, it says everywhere forever jazzy girls, and then let us jazz up your life. So first, when I saw the first palette of this brand, I thought that is the name of the palette, but it says that everywhere. So this is their slogan. So I don't know what the names of the palettes are, but you'll just have to check it out then on their website. So they're coming out with the eyeshadow palettes, lashes, lipsticks, lip liners, mascara, brow pomade, scented candles, and loose neon pigments. So they're coming out with a whole big bang, and that is really, really cool. I even, you know, the neutral, like more neutral palette in the bottom left corner is actually really, really speaking to me, because it is like, it has a twist to it, you know, because it's not like normal neutrals. It sort of feels like there is like a greenish kind of a hint under those yellowish ochre, I don't know, leaning tones, which is really, really nice. Also the super vibrant palette on the top there, to the top left. Yeah, I think they're really, really nice. Super excited to see this brand, Forever Jazzy Girls. Really cool. I don't have a price though. Okay, next thing is of course from Sydney Grace in collaboration with Mel Thompson, and that is this palette, which is the Tiny Marvels palette. I think for me personally, while I'm super, super happy for Mel Thompson, is it Thompson or is it Thompson? Thompson, I think. Okay, so anyway, I know that she's brilliant. I know that she is super, super loved. I'm personally not following her because I don't know, it's just, you know, it's too much. Everything is too much these days. So, but she has collaborated with Sydney Grace, which is amazing, and I'm super, super happy for everybody who gets to like either have a brand or either or come out with a collaboration with someone. It is just a super, super big sign of success, and that you've made your mark, you know. And I kind of wish I could do that too. So anyway, 15 shades in this palette, retailing for $52. This is not for me. It's overall leaning just too gentle, you know. It's a very, very gentle palette, which might be amazing for a lot of people. It's just personally for me, I don't think I need to add this to my collection, even though I have to say that those colors are beautiful, you know. They're beautiful. Also that is like cold leaning and all of that. For the most part, I think it's really, really pretty. It's just that I don't need this right now, but it's really pretty. Okay, next thing is the newest palette from Ace Beauté, and they're coming out with the Nostalgia palette, which looks like this. 15 shades with different finishes. This is already live when you're seeing this. They sneak peeked this so fast and then they immediately dropped it. So really, really cool. I love the formula of Ace Beauté. I have to say, I have a lot of palettes. I want to say I have like 5 or 6 palettes from Ace Beauté, and I love them all. So this is probably going to be also according to my preference, or to like what I like to work with, a nice palette. I kind of really, really like the vibe of this palette, you know. I don't know what's going on. I'm switching. I realize I'm totally switching back and forth what I'm saying, you know. Sometimes I say, oh, this is nice, and there are oranges and all of that, those warm tones in it, and then the next time I say I don't like it, I don't vibe with it so much. So I don't really know what it is, what draws me to a palette, or what sort of withdraws me from a palette these days. It's just really on the spur of the moment what I see when I see it, you know. So don't hold me to it, please, okay? So anyway, this is the palette. Do I have a price for this? I don't think so. Okay, so time to move on to Morphe, and Morphe is coming out with this collection. This is the main event collection, and there we have, of course, a cold neutral palette with a lot of silvers and stuff, which I find really, really interesting, honestly. I think this is a nice palette. It looks like there are pressed glitters in it. I think there are pressed glitters in it. But anyway, so this retails for $29, and then we have like lip crayons, and we have a brush set and a belt bag. Like, who needs that? But anyway, the palette I think looks cute, and I have the feeling that it is about time that I'm going to lift my Morphe ban, because I just want to have the makeup that I want to have, you know. But anyway, sorry for being so shallow. But okay, so this is going to be available on August 13th, which is that the day when you're seeing this? Maybe not. Maybe that's Thursday. Maybe it's tomorrow. I don't know, but this is coming like very, very soon. Okay, then ColourPop. ColourPop is coming out with this whole collection, which is the Garden Variety collection. Again, a very, very lovely release. Beautiful, beautiful outer packaging, beautiful palette, beautiful everything. The blushes, everything that they're coming out with is really, really well done. Super beautiful. Is it for me? No, because I don't need this, but it's cute. It's really, really cute. I don't need this because I don't like it. It's more because I have stuff that I've just gotten that gives me this, you know, so I don't need to go and buy this. Anyway, the palette retails for $20, and then we have blushes, and we have lip oils and cheek kits and whatever. If you're interested, then please go ahead and check on the website. And this is ColourPop, so it looks beautiful. It's not going to be for me though. Okay, Nomad Cosmetics is coming out with this. This is the Beautiful Mess collection, liquid eyeshadows in 6 different shades. I think the colors look very, very nice. I'm not into liquid eyeshadows too much though. Maybe I should be, but I'm not. So I'm just showing this for, like, if you like this, then this is going to be $20 each or $96 for the whole bundle. I wouldn't be able to pay this. I also would not, like, if I were to choose one, it would probably be the purple, you know, because it's beautiful. But would I want to pay $20 for one liquid eyeshadow? I can't see that happening. That's not my life, you know, that's not the life I'm living. But anyway, so they have 3 different finishes, 2 multi-chromes, 1 matte, and 3 shimmery shades. So this is what you have. I think it's pretty. It's just not for me. The next thing is from Sigma, which I'm really excited about, and this is the Untamed collection, because this is such a nice fall themed palette, and a little bit more like subdued, you know, like a subdued fall themed palette, which I think is nice. Also, the lip products look really, really nice. There's also brushes which look nice. I don't need the brushes though, because I don't want to add to my face brushes. I would love to add more eye brushes, because seriously, I need like 20 eye brushes for every look, seriously. So that would be great. But anyway, so the palette, I really want to try Sigma. I have a few Sigma brushes, but besides that, oh, and I'm of course using the Sigma eyeshadow primer, which I really, really like. But besides that, I have nothing from Sigma, and I would love to try a Sigma palette. So I don't know if this is the one, but we're getting closer. Let's put it that way. So anyway, this is already available when you're seeing this, and that's what it is. Then I quickly wanted to talk about Pat McGrath, because she's coming out with the new Gorgeous Rose Decadence collection, which is a 6-pan eyeshadow palette and lip products, and yeah, so, and I think a lip pencil, I think. So anyway, the eyeshadow palette, it looks cute. It's not really a new idea. It's not even for her a new idea. It's like a condensed version of her rose golds or whatever the palette was. I don't know. Palette. I think it is nice. I think it's really, really cute. I personally don't vibe with 6-pan palettes too much. As you know, it is a sweet color scheme. It's just not for me, you know, because if I'm already spending money on Pat McGrath, I'm going to want to have a big palette, you know. So anyway, this palette is going to retail for $65, which is $65 for 6 shades, you know. So that's a bit hefty for me. Okay, so then you have like Lip Fetish, I think that's what they're called, Vinyl Lip Shine, and then you have all kinds of stuff. So anyway, lip products, and if you're interested, then check it out. It's all very, very pricey, of course, for my budget, but maybe it's not for you, so feel free to check this out. It looks lovely. It's just not for what I can do. The next thing that might be something that I can do is from Juvia's Place, and they're coming out with the follow-up collection sort of those 6-pan palettes that they came out at the beginning of 2020, and now they're coming out with these, the taupes, the pinks, and the mauves. And I have the purple 6-pan palette and the berries. I have those lying here. I still haven't used them. I kind of really, really want to have the mauves and the pinks. the sweet pinks. The taupe palette is really, really nice. I love taupes, but I don't love them enough to buy another palette, and I'm not that much of a completionist that I need to buy that, you know. So also in the first release that they did in the collection in the beginning of the year, I did not buy the neutral, the very light leaning neutral palette, and I also didn't buy the chocolates because I know that I'm not using it enough, and I don't want to, like, I don't want to, you know. So but the mauves and the sweet pinks I really, really like, and I'm not going to buy this now. I'm going to, like last time, wait till it goes on sale, and then I'm going to buy it. So please, if you see this going on sale, tag Leorah, send me a PM, whatever, please alert me to the fact that this is going on sale, because then I'm most probably gonna want to buy this. And then maybe once I have those, I'm going to make videos using those two and the two that I already have, because I think that would make so much sense to combine the purples, the berries, the sweet pinks, and the mauves. What do you think? Would that be something nice that you would want to see? Maybe. So anyway, because just doing one look with a 6-pan palette or even 2 looks is just sort of a shame, you know. I kind of really want to like mix them up and do something spectacular with it. So just saying, let me know what you think about that concept. Okay. Next thing, is there anything else? Becca Muse Cosmetics has come out with their newest release, which is the Benjamin eyeshadow palette, 18 shades with mattes and shimmers, no pressed glitters, super beautiful color scheme. Like seriously, if you just know me a tiny little bit, you know that I must be loving this like crazy. This retails for pre-order, it retails for $28. The regular price is $35. This is available now for pre-orders. So wait, how old is this post? This post is 3 days ago when I'm filming this. So you might still be able to get this for the pre-order price. I think it is a super cute palette. Really, really love it. I wonder if it is a typo that it says Benjamin with an A instead of Benjamin with an E. But anyway, you will see it, of course, on the website. I think it's really, really pretty. Okay, are we nearing to the end? Okay, there is one more palette that I want to feature here, and that is from Baddest Scorpio. I think that is the brand name. And this is the new palette, which is their summer palette, Mermaid Island. I think I want to say this is called Mermaid Island. Is it? Yes. Okay, so this is what it's called, and this is how she looks. So we do have a bit of a neutral vibe, but we also have, of course, like an ocean vibe and a little bit of like beach, and I don't know, like a little bit more of a color scheme that is also giving you the mermaid theme. I think it's cute. I think it's really, really cute. It doesn't say here if those shimmery shades are pressed glitters. They might be. It almost looks like the whole left column might be pressed glitters, but I cannot be 100% sure. But anyway, I think overall this is a very, very nice palette. Yeah, I don't have a price, I don't have any more information, so feel free to check them out if you feel like it. Okay, we're almost done. Mador Makeup Labs is coming out with all kinds of duochrome shadows. Melting, seriously melting. Okay, so this is Electron. Maybe I can show you more when I'm editing, but this is the one that I have in front of me right now. This is shifting from mint green to gold. I think it's super pretty. They have all kinds of them on their Instagram if you want to check them out. Super, super pretty. This is coming on. This is already live when you're seeing this, just so you know. So maybe I managed to put up a few more pictures of different shades. But anyway, that is from Mador Makeup Labs. Okay, almost done. 2 more things, sweeties. Hold on tight. We're almost there. There is Monique Bolle MUA. She's coming out with the Office palette. This is, of course, themed around the makeup show. The TV show, or the whatever it's called. I've never watched it. I just sort of know it, but I've never watched it. This is, of course, what it looks like. Yeah, I think it's super nice that she is including also mattes in the palettes now. Super, super nice. Oh, I'm so steaming hot. I cannot even begin to tell you. Anyway, I love that shade Kelly there, which is the blue in the front row there in the middle. Super beautiful. I think the range in the palette is again super pretty. Really, really like it. If you know me, you know that I love Monique and I love her releases, and the ones that I do have performed really, really well. I do have a code with her. It's not affiliated. It gives you 5% of your order. All my codes, by the way, are in the description box under every video in case you want to check them out and save some money. The ones ones that are affiliated have an asterisk behind it. Okay, just so you know that this is available on Etsy, and it's of course linked in the description box. And the last thing is a sneak peek from Lucky Bunny Cosmetics. Now, every time I speak about Lucky Bunny Cosmetics, I have to, like, it's a rule that I have to bring one of my bunnies down. I cannot, because I'm holding my phone and I'm holding my fan. Cannot hold the bunny. So anyway, you just have to believe me that they're all alive and well. And Lucky Bunny Cosmetics is sneak peeking the newest palette, which is coming really soon. I have the feeling that by the time I'm editing it, maybe they have given us a sneak peek of it. If they do, I will still include it here on the screen. This is going to be the Gluttony Palette, which is of course overeating, I think. This is like, woo, this is a trigger, but we shall see. We shall see how it looks. I am super excited because you know I love Lucky Bunny Cosmetics, have featured them quite a bit here on my channel already. I have their second palette. What was it called now? The Envy palette I have featured here. The second one, I forgot already the name. The pinkish one, pinkish purplish one. I'm gonna put it on the screen which one I mean. This one is on the way to me as of right now when we're speaking here, and this one is probably going to be just as gorgeous. So I'm super excited about Lucky Bunny Cosmetics. That is definitely a brand that I have absolutely my eyeballs polished and sharpened on that brand, you know. Super nice. If you don't know, just for your information, Lucky Bunny Cosmetics is of course based in Australia, and I'm super excited to like be more into the Australian market, you know, to know what's going on there, the makeup market and stuff. It's really exciting. So anyway, let me just move to the oh sweeties, it is seriously melting, and I'm so proud of my kids. They did not make so much noise. So and I'm feeling so much better than last week when we were speaking, sweeties. Thank you so much for all your support and all of your reaching out, and so sweet of you. You absolutely turned this whole situation around for me. I was absolutely distraught last time. I don't know if you saw it, maybe, I don't know if it showed on the video how much I was shaking. Like I was physically shaking while I was filming this video last week. So I'm feeling so much better, and that is for the biggest part because of you know. So thank you so much for all your support and for like your love and reaching out and standing with me and just sort of comforting me, and it was just super amazing. So thank you so much. I hope you did enjoy yourselves. I hope there will be a video tomorrow. As of right now, I have no idea because of my kids are being home, and I don't know how much I can do these days, but I shall certainly try. And that is it for today. I hope you did enjoy. If you're new here, please subscribe to my channel. I would love for you to check out also my other videos, which is some lifestyle, also a lot of beauty related content, and that is what I'm doing here. So feel free to browse around and subscribe, and I would love to have you here. Besides that, I'll either see you tomorrow or next week, and that is it for today. I love you so much. Please go ahead and sparkle. Hugs and kisses. Bye.